On Capitol Hill right now, we have a surplus of people who have forgotten who they actually work for. They become lapdogs for lobbyists, being told what to do by the people with the biggest checkbooks instead of the people from their own neighborhoods. While they've been busy chasing culture war agendas and doing the bidding of special interest groups, the families in our district are busy trying to figure out how to survive. I've spent a career in real estate and business as the guy wearing the black hat. The black hat in the boardroom isn't the villain. He's not the bad guy. He's the person that's willing to take the opposing view and ask the uncomfortable questions to make sure that the final decision actually works for everybody. I subscribe to Stephen Covey's idea that there's your way, there's my way, and there's always a third better option. Right now, the supermajority has stopped looking for that third better option because the lobbyists have already told them what to think. I'm running for the House District 45 because we need someone focused on your wallet and not a lobbyist's bottom line. I learned the value of work from my dad. He was a teacher and one of the smartest guys I've ever known, but he didn't use that intelligence to make himself rich. Instead, he chose a life of service. I watched him work 2 and 3 jobs just to keep our family stable. I remember seeing him grading papers at 2 o'clock in the morning after doing seasonal shifts at a gas station just to make sure that we had something under the tree on Christmas morning. He taught me that hard work was required. But today in Utah, hard work is no longer a guarantee of stability. Our current leadership has forgotten that if you work full-time in Utah, that should be enough to build a stable life here. For the last 6 years, the supermajority has presided over a system that has cut about $1.4 billion in annual revenue from our state through income tax breaks that disproportionately favor the wealthiest residents all the way at the top. While they've been celebrating these cuts, they've ignored the consequences. Those costs just don't disappear. They show up as higher fees and property taxes on your homes. That's not conservative stewardship. What that really is a problem with policy. It's shifting the burden from the people who have the most onto the people who are actually doing the work. I see the results of this every single day in my work. I'm currently working with a family where both parents make about $30 an hour. If you do the math, that equates to about $125,000 a year. In any other decade, that was definitely solid middle-class life. Today, however, this family can't even afford a townhome in our community because of the car payments and the credit card debt, and that debt didn't come from living luxuriously. It came from survival. The numbers tell the story here. Since 2022, the income required to buy a home in Utah has exploded by 92%. That's the highest percentage increase of anywhere in the country. To comfortably afford the median $550,000 home in Salt Lake County, you need a household income of over $150,000 with today's rates. The median household here, however, earns less than $95,000. That leaves over a $60,000 gap between an average family's reality and what the market is demanding. This instability is one medical emergency away from a complete and total collapse. I talk to neighbors who go to the hospital, get home, and that's when they find 3 separate bills that the insurance companies refuse to cover. Because the cost of living has devoured their savings, they have no extra money. That medical debt turns into a bankruptcy, which can set them back a decade on owning a home. We need a system that focuses on accountability and transparency, not one that punishes families for getting sick. I'm a father of 6. I raise my kids to work hard and play by the rules, just like my dad raised me. But I'm looking at the data, and I'm actually worried. If we don't fix this now, our kids will be forced into financial exile, meaning they're going to have to leave the state they love just to find a place they can afford to live. I'm Rod Moser. I'm not here to be a lapdog for a lobbyist or a rubber stamp for a party line that ignores your life. I'm here to be the black hat in the room, asking the uncomfortable questions, until we find together that third better option for all of us. If you work full-time in Utah, that should be enough. Let's bring the cost of living back into balance.